Start recording. Rightio, folks. Down 2 players, but everyone else will play everyone else, which is cool. Last left the group, moving towards Nefista, which is this lovely little place over here. So some of the stats that I can give you for Nefista are... Let me get to that page of the book. I even started writing in journals. My God, how organised is that? Nefista. Okay, it's a sea starport. Oh, I'll put it in the chat window as well. A sea starport. Excuse me. A size 8 planet, which was roughly 1G. A 9 environment. A dense tainted environment. There's basically too much argon in this, which breathed in enough gives you dizziness, moves into unconsciousness, and then to death. It's a water world. There are tens of thousands of people. There is no government as such, and it's a level 2 planet. And it has a tech level 8 planet. There is a scout and a gas giant present.
And this is Nefista. This is Nefista where we're
Nefista,
landing?
yep.
Yeah.
Nephista is where you're heading. Yeah, that's what
Yeah.
you've got at the moment.
Okay, yeah, you got the stats in there. It's a dense corrosive atmosphere.
Not corrosive,
Or
no.
A dense tainted.
Tainted.
Excuse me.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay.
So is the city or the facilities underwater since it's a water world?
You don't get an awful lot of info, not having travelled this way. So your info is pretty scarce. There do apparently appear to be several centres that float on the surface of the planet, i.e. the water.
Oh, okay.
That's, yeah, until you get a bit closer and can get on or log on to there to get more specifics, you're not really sure.
So did we come out of jump?
Well, I'm not sure. Do you guys want to do anything before you come out of jump?
Absolutely, of course we do.
What would you like to
First thing we would do is we're going to vac suit up.
Yep.
I'm going to ask Dale and Garen to get into the turrets.
Yep.
And I would have Sam and Stav would be right next to me on the sensors, and Sam and Victor are back in the engineering, and we're going to have our shields on in all ways possible and be combat ready with all the combat programs necessary installed in the computer just in case. We're going to be depressurized ahead of time too, just in case, especially with all the weird shit going on.
Okay, so you're going to come out of jump space, and the minute you hit normal space, you're depressurizing. Is that right? Or you're depressurizing in jump space? Oh yeah. Okay. Cool. So now you originally set target to be 100 diameters away from the target planet. Yes or no?
I believe so, yes.
Okay, cool.
Because it's a water world, we can skim and run.
Yep. Life support. Has anyone got a record of how much life support you've got?
Didn't we buy a bunch of life support at the
That's
place
why I'm
before
asking.
us?
Yeah, that's why I'm asking.
I don't have any records anymore.
It's been pretty much been run, so it's been very hard to...
I thought we bought a whole bunch. We were loaded for like 6 to 12 weeks worth somewhere along the line, but I don't remember.
Yeah, the ship's sheet only lists 2 extra tons
of life support.
Of life support.
That's extra. That's not just the regular we can carry.
Yeah. So you've got...
I don't know when that was done though.
That's okay, because if it hasn't been knocked off, then I would say it's probably still there. Okay.
Yeah.
So can we?
I'm trying to read my holy notes, but
yeah,
I mixed my notes in with the other games too. So blah blah.
Sorry.
Blah.
Yeah.
Where is it?
So I believe you picked up the extra life support from Lane when you took off from there, in the hope that you know, if you had to jump far and you had to do a 2 jump, like a 3 and a 1 or something like that, depending on how you had to get up to Akorum.
Sounds reasonable.
Because the rest of the way down was planned.
I'm not throwing scales or anything now, am I? Turn into a reptile?
As far as Garen can tell, you shouldn't really have that little tail. No, you don't have a tail. No, at the moment, apart from that slight change in your metabolism, no, nothing else has happened, and it doesn't seem to be the levels of whatever's happened haven't changed during the week. But then a week's only a small time. So she'll just be scanning you every second day to take some blood samples, do some quick tests, All the tests come out almost identical, apart from the very, very minimal changes which you would expect as your day's routines change slightly.
Well, I'm drinking healthy shakes and exercising and trying to get used to a sober, uncaffeinated lifestyle.
Yay! Just as well.
You mean bovine mammalian secretions that are very bad for reptiles?
Or blue milk.
Anything I don't know. Anything that'll help get my taste back, because I want to go back to binge drinking as soon as possible.
Okay. Well, you have tried several synth alcohols. They don't actually contain alcohol, but they taste like it.
Yeah. Well, what's the purpose of that?
I know, but that's the closest you've come to. It's sort of like a big tease.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so you guys come out of jump. Boom. We'll expect Stav to do his first roll for sensors, and then I'm going to ask Jerry to give me a. Oh, okay. Apart from some automated stuff that he picks up, that all incoming ships need to come in via this astrogation lane. As soon as you've sent confirmation you have arrived, please don't go beyond this point, and we'll give you a dedicated lane for you to come into, so that you have safe arrival on planet.
That roll was an accident. I was trying to change my to +3. So don't count that roll.
Okay, you don't know what I'm asking to roll yet. That might be really successful. But it might not be. Probably isn't. So what I'm going to ask in a second is Stav or Jacob, whoever does the organising, do you sort of hail them, say it's the whatever, and we come in to dock to do whatever, or what are you doing?
We would say who we are. This is the Shalimar of Jupiter Enterprises, and we're here to dock. We're a trade and speculation ship here to dock. Blah blah blah. Just the raw basics. So we're going to put forward just the basics.
Okay, cool.
And proceed cautiously.
Yep. Okay. You get back. Just a fairly stock standard message to say, okay, that they ran you, and this is a normal process. They run your transponder code and your numbers and all that sort of stuff through systems to verify who you are. And once that seems to be done, they give you a dedicated lane to fly in on. Yeah, and you're all good to go.
Cool.
Excuse me. Okay.
There's no threats or anything. It's just normal traffic.
Normal traffic.
See anything on normal?
Yeah, no, normal, pretty normal traffic. So Jacob, I'd like you to give me a 2d6 roll.
Piloting or straight?
A straight roll. And how many years were you in the Scout Service?
I think it was 4 terms.
Okay, +2. Straight roll with a +2.
Okay. Yeah. Straight roll with a +2. Hold on, here it comes.
8. Okay. As you're coming in, what speed are you coming in as? 1, 2, or 3G?
We're gonna go at 2.
Okay.
I can we go up to 4G in this? We got a 3 and 4G.
Yeah. Okay. 1, 2, 3, or 4. Yep. So 2G.
I'm gonna come in at 2. I'm gonna come in. No, yeah, we're coming at 2. We're gonna come in easy.
Okay.
But we're ready to beef it up if need be. We kind of want to be a little discreet.
Okay. As you're coming in, we're just going to say somewhere around about halfway through your trip in, you suddenly realize you've been listening to a little background noise over what Stav's been listening to. He's been trying to pick up stuff about the planet and where to go and all that sort of stuff for you. So you guys get that. He's just about to sort of gather that and give it to everyone so you can decide where you want to land, because there is only a down port. There's no up port here. And you suddenly realize there's in the background there's a carrier signal there's a code. And I need you to make an intelligence check now. So 2d6.
Me or Stav? Or
you. Stav doesn't know what he's listening to, because this is something to do with the scouts.
Okay, so straight 2d6 roll. I rolled a 4.
Right, you don't know what it is. Oh, yep, go, sorry. Yeah.
My intelligence is 9.
Okay. So you can't work out what it is, but you realize it's a code, and I don't know, what will we call it? We'll just call it Scout code. That'll do. Scout emergency, SCA.
Can I make Stav aware of it, and
Yep.
can we get Brother to diagnose it, and
Yep.
Stav to do a sensor check on it?
Yep. Give him another sensor check, please, Stav, as you're coming in. Pierre. Nicely done. So he successfully captures some data, sends it off to Brother, and there's that echo again. And then Brother analyzes it and spits it out in about 5 minutes, identifying it as Scout Emergency Code, which is a code that Scouts can use in times. They usually use it when they want to pass on messages without other people intercepting or understanding what it is. It's based on old Morse code sort of stuff. So lots of people will discount it, but you just being in the Scouts, you sort of had the ear to pick it up. Okay, so you are now roughly halfway, just over halfway towards Mephisto, and Brother starts spitting out halfway through the message. At all haste. Repeat. Planet taken over by unknown forces. Leave at all haste. Repeat, and just keeps on doing this.
Uh-oh. Well, crap.
Not a good plan.
So somewhere on that planet there's a scout.
Fuel?
You don't have much fuel at all. You'd have your 2 weeks and your whatever you have in your power plant. You're not going to have enough for a jump.
Well, we got it's a water world.
But there is a gas giant.
There's a gas giant. Can we make it to the gas giant? And how far is the gas giant if we punch it?
Okay, well, don't forget, they only think you're coming in as a 2G at the moment.
Well, yeah, I know
that's
so
what they've recognised. Just let me
let them think what they want.
Yep.
If we need to, we can punch it away. Say, oh, we got a detour. I think that with that code, if worst case scenario, what we can do is act like we have some problems we have to work on orbit, or just go silent and drop into the ocean, refuel, and bail the hell out of there. I don't know. What do you guys think? That's not good. Something's really wrong here. That type of code is not sent out easily.
So at 2G, just let me. At 2G, you are roughly 100 minutes away from the planet. To get you to you're going to need 5.2 days. Oh, that's at 2G, sorry. At 4G, 3.7 days to get you to the closest
And
gas
is there a
stream.
lot of traffic in this system?
Pierre? Sorry, Stav?
No, I didn't say anything. What?
Yeah, a sensor roll, please. You're picking up.
Okay.
Yeah, you're just picking up what traffic there is here. It all seems to be coming in through this corridor. It all seems to be very well tidally controlled. Not an awful lot outside of the corridor.
Okay. Maybe we should announce we have discovered a hole in our hull and we can't come into atmosphere. Something. Yeah.
Is that what you suggest over our private comms? I say that. I say, negative. We have an emergency. We cannot enter right away. We have to do a small repair, and we're slowing down and we're evading the world at the moment, so we can't. We're telling them that. I'm wondering if we should make a stab at just diving into the atmosphere, going into the water, refueling, and going underneath the water and hiding.
Okay.
And refueling
Well,
and
you
taking
get
off.
a reply. We can send assistance to help with repairs. What seems to be the problem?
Oh, we have a cracked hole patch. We don't really need assistance. We have everything we need, and we don't want to just bother you with your time. It's just going to take us a little while to repair it. We have all the
Okay.
repair.
What is your what would be your estimated time of repair for this?
Yeah, maybe a half hour to an hour. We're going to need to orbit for a little bit, and we'll figure it
Okay,
from
they
there.
give you a location to orbit the planet and a flight plan. At the moment,
Well,
they're
this
sounding
is-
very cool and collected. Did you want to do anything else?
No, at the moment, I'm just going to follow their flight plan, and I think we're just going to get on that course and see if there's a way maybe we could dim down and disappear.
Okay.
Drop it
And
what do you think,
yep.
you guys? Should we
Victor?
drop it and refuel, or make a run for it? We
You-
don't have enough fuel
yeah.
to jump.
Yeah. You doing anything else, Victor?
Yeah, I'm gonna look over the systems and see if there's any way we can try to run quiet. Because he wants to try and
Okay.
disappear.
Radio, give me the diagnostics, please.
Alright, engineering then?
Yep.
Oh, not a D5.
Ooh.
Nope.
Okay, can Sam do a... No, it won't even make an 8, will it? No. Okay, at the moment you're a bit... Yeah.
Sam could do it on her. Sam could also look over the system on her own, can't she?
She has...
She's only an engineer one.
Yeah, but well, it's not engineering. It's more maneuver drives, which is more mechanics. So, did you use your mechanics, Victor, or did you use your starship engineering? Sorry.
That was engineering. Yeah, okay.
Sorry.
Sam also has mechanics. Sam rolls a 10 on her mechanical end of it.
Yep. So, if you want to do another one, Jeremy, you go for it under mechanics, if it's different.
Alrighty. There we go. 9 there. So yeah.
Okay. Rightio, the two of you can put together a few things, and as an evasion modifier, you'll get an evasion modifier for them to detect where you are giving out radiation signals, energy signals.
Alright.
And is there anything else you want to do, Victor?
While I'm at it, I'm gonna flip the switch and electrify the hull just on general principle,
Uh-huh.
and then I'm gonna scan for Omega energy.
Oh yeah, it lights up.
Yes, good idea.
It lights up. Actually,
Okay.
you're
I don't
getting...
want no space goblins, damn it.
Yeah, no space goblins, but you are getting spikes of around certain parts of your ship, which basically, should anything happen, would pretty much disable your jump drives.
Yeah, I flipped the electrical switch a second time. Just
Remember,
toggle it off and on.
yeah, remember, electricity doesn't do anything to the Omega signal. Something else might.
We have that Omega thing, though, don't we?
Yeah.
The
Your
briefcase.
Omega, you made your Omega
Oh, yeah.
protector thing. Turn that on.
Oh yeah, let's give that a shot. We'll flip that thing on and give it a test run.
Okay, so you put it to the closest part of the engine that you feel they're going to attack, and you flip it on. Okay, and of course, when you're testing for Omega energy, there's none present in that area.
Nice.
In that area, there. When you move out of that area, yeah, it's there, it's present, but they're not getting to that particular part of your ship at the moment.
All right.
Everyone's wearing their ComDot?
Absolutely.
Right.
Of course
I don't
we
take
are.
mine off.
No, that's all cool. Okay, guys, so you're kind of seeing the issue. They are trying to, by the looks of things, they're trying to get you down on the planet.
How much? We got enough fuel to punch. Maybe this going down on the planet's just a bad idea. I say we punch it for the gas giant.
Yeah.
If we get can we get around to like the back side of the planet where we're out of their radar range, and we're just like we're on their course, and then we could just adjust our course and punch it 4G away and just go like a bat out of hell.
Without being on the planet, you don't know where they've set things up. There are satellites orbiting the planet. Whether they're using them or not. Well, they might not be. They might be different, like weather, you know.
Can we get Pierre to do a computer sensor check to see what satellites are running? It might be difficult. Stav, can we get Stav to do that?
I can do that. I was really interested in whether I could pick up dissident signals, non-official things. Alex Jones, whoever it is around here.
Okay.
It's certainly not part of the official hierarchy of big media. Because these guys want to suck our brains. They're enticing us to land. They want to suck our brains. We know that.
Okay.
Let's do sensors. Okay, I won't say anymore. Let's just do sensors.
Well, computers and sensors, but where you go, matey. Okay, so what you can do, Stev, is you can pick out the communication satellites that if you could somehow interfere with their signal for a short while, you'd sort of potentially on the far side away from the starport, potentially you could disappear a little while, not much, but you might be able to get off for a wee while and head off.
On the far side of the starport. Okay.
On the far side of the planet, opposite the starport. We're talking matter of like tens of minutes, not much, but it gives you a tiny bit of a lead. Because you're going to leave the range of your. He will if he wants to. If you want to. Well, it's sort of like a blocking sensors role more than anything else, but we'll be using electronics.
I say give it a shot, and when you say we're in the right location, I'm gonna do a pilot shift maneuver and accelerate away at full speed.
Okay, so is anyone else present who has electronics who's not doing something?
I've got electronics 2 and the computer 2, by the way.
Well, then you're piloting. You'll be piloting. Victor.
Computer 3, don't forget.
Yep.
Ooh, nice.
Yep. So.
Electronics 1. Sam's got electronics 1. I'm piloting now.
Yep. So Victor, if you are able to give a support role with your electronics to Stev, we can see if he can get a bonus or not.
All right, here we go.
And are you making those? Are you making those modifications to actually lower your chance of detection?
Yeah, I'm gonna try to do that too.
Okay, so that's in place. That's in place, and then the electronics roll. Oh, you've done that already. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Rightio. So, Stav, when you do get to make this roll, you can add 1 to it.
Okay, computers +1.
+3 +4. Yeah. Beautiful.
Oh yeah.
Okay,
Tell
so
me when, and I'm going to do the pilot
well, he's
roll.
telling you now. So hang on a second. So that's 1, 2, 3. Okay, I know roughly how long you've got, and then I'll make a detection roll. So he says, gun it. Make your piloting roll to get the hell out of there.
Oh, my punches, dude. We
Right.
are accelerating at full speed away from the planet and trying to make a straight shot for the gas giant. In
Okay.
which way we
Project Scoop.
can.
Nav roll.
Project Scoop.
Yep.
Navigation also falls on me, I think.
Okay.
Let me see. Or navigation.
Well, you would have had time to build this up before you had to jump. Had to move. Okay. So you're
9 and a 9.
heading towards the closest gas giant you can see, which is still 3 point something days away. You've got the life support for that, easy. You've got the power fuel for that. It's just whether or not people are going to detect you, and people are going to. So, Stav has bent over the sensors, waiting to receive any sort of signal that somebody is scanning for the group. You get a good roughly 45 minutes ahead of them
Nice.
before they do their roll. So, and Stav, you can pretty much. I'm going to roll 1.
And we're compounding more and more speed. They still think we're in orbit. Just so
Well, no,
they have
you
to
just
start
suddenly
from
disappear,
scratch.
and then they've got to try to retrack
Yeah.
you. And okay, so this is the first roll. This is what you see. I've got to roll the other d6 because you're not sure whether they detected you or not. But here's the first half. That's your first half.
That's not good.
Why?
Well,
You only need a-
you only
you-
need a 1 or a 2 to get an 8. Fuck. Yeah.
Well, take it the other way. Take the 2 off. It's a 4. It shouldn't have been a plus 2. It should have been a penalty to them to see you. So it's a 4.
Okay.
And I know. So at the moment, Stav thinks that they haven't quite got hold of you. So 45 minutes at 4G. Let's see if I can find something at 45 minutes. I can't really.
We
But
are hammering away,
yep.
not hanging around. We're definitely decompressed and back suited up, and I got Garen and what you call in the turrets.
Yep. So you. No, that's all cool. Yep. So you do. Yeah. Well, they can't see you, so they can't broadcast to you. Because if they did that, they'd be using a radio wave, which is non-directional and takes radio wave speeds to get to you. Whereas they use directional to get in contact quicker via various satellites and space stations. So, to your knowledge,
Figuring out all that math, Pierre. Holy shit!
Yeah,
Oh.
and the roll 20 will do it actually.
yeah.
I think if it understands squares.
I don't do that kind of math.
Holy moly!
We're
No, it didn't
hammering.
Quite do it.
We should have a hell of an edge on them. Be rocking and rolling.
Well, I looked up under 4G at roughly 45 minutes. Well, at 53 minutes at 4G, you're just off between typical distance, world surface to orbit, and safe just jump distance from a size 1 world.
Yeah.
That's how far you've got in that time.
Yeah.
Bombing along. So, you've got a fair distance away from them.
Yeah.
And they're going to probably get one more chance to locate you before you get out of
Yeah,
range.
they don't know where we are. They probably like, where did they go?
Yep.
Oh,
Yeah, they
shit,
thought
they're
we-
over there. They're
They
hammering.
thought we were making a straight line, so sooner or later they're gonna, rate calm, and they're gonna say, Starship, Shalimar, you don't seem to be on the straight line track to our barbecue grill. I mean our landing pad.
Barbecue grill.
We shall graciously take over your brains. Okay, so here's their second roll.
And no, did I? Stan did not get any
Gee, I wonder what you think about that one, guys.
crap. Stab didn't get any sort of dissonant radio at all.
That's good. They didn't detect shit.
Hang
Well, I
on.
don't know. If they roll a 9 on that other D6, then it might
Yeah,
be-
yeah. Oh my God, look at that.
Jones, no
Well, you'll
Tucker
see what it is
Carlson.
when you get to the to watch this video. It's bad. Okay, Stev, you feel that apart from running into a ship on the way in, that's coming in for some reason on the way in another direction, or you just on the way out, you're just going to encounter something, and I'll roll for it. That's the only way you're going to get an encounter now. Otherwise, you're on the way to. Where
We're
are
away.
we? Yeah.
Pull it off.
Yep. Hang on a second. Where is that table?
We're gonna keep accelerating and go past
Here we
the
go.
sensors and try to lay as low as possible.
Yep. So we've got a
Keep pounding.
B starport, haven't we?
Big, bip, 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 bip. So much for going swimming down there and checking
Sea
out
sample.
the sights.
Yeah.
I can't drink anyway,
Sister.
so no interest in visiting any of those bars. And I don't want my brain melted anyhow, like knowing who I am.
Okay, so to get an encounter across there. Oh, you got to roll first, don't you? And okay, so you don't get any penalties. I've got to throw that much. I threw that much. And and then I roll to see what you encounter. Sorry. Where are we? Okay. Pierre, give me a sensor roll, please.
I'm wearing a hole in my roll 20. Doing sensor. Here we go.
Cool. Okay. You detect half a light second out from you. I think because you don't have military sensors on board the ship. What appears to be a 400-ton merchant ship.
Sure it is.
What do you want to do?
Well, we're already accelerating like a bat out of hell. What
Mhm.
speed and what vector are they coming at?
They seem to be heading towards the planet.
Well, can we sort of evade away from them? Or maybe tell them going there is not a good idea? Recommend turning around?
So you want to break radio silence?
Well,
No,
can
I
it
don't
be
wanna
low
break.
power radio? I think they're not hostile. They just should be warned.
Can we do it
Okay.
passively? Or no?
Can't do it passively, but you can sort of be directional.
How about a very low power campus radio signal?
Sounds great.
Directional would be good.
Yep. Okay, sending over one warning directional and okay. They say, "Who the hell is this?"
We're crazy conspiracy nuts, can't you tell?
QAnon! We're QAnon! We're QAnon, man!
Okay.
Yeah!
Yeah, let's not go
The
there.
world's gonna end! There's little elves down there, they're gonna eat you and eat your children! No,
Okay.
there's goblins! No,
Goblins.
I would say that scout signal's been decoded. The world is hostile. Do not go there. We've evaded all
Okay,
courses.
They don't
identify
even want
yourself.
Scout on their ship, they'll understand. Do the scout handshake or something. The scout secret handshake.
Okay,
Yeah.
the guy keeps on calling for identification.
Don't
So-
tell them
We're
about the
already
scout signal.
identified, so there's no harm in
So,
that.
are you wanting to also? You said something about evading them.
Well, at the same time, I'm going to kind of maneuver a little bit out of their way, but we're just continually accelerating. We're saying no time for identification outside of what we told you. Good luck. Telling you, don't go there.
Okay, give me a piloting roll
Okay.
and beat a 13. You do have your +2 on top, by the way.
Ooh-wee.
I got a +2. Oh, I get my scout service on top. I tied you.
No. The 2 that they've done with the lowering the radiation output stuff.
Well, I didn't beat a 13. I got an 11.
No, so they're on the edge of your. For some reason, they've changed directions towards your ship.
Of course.
They're still on the edge. Okay, so
Yeah, but they're also came out probably at a dead stop, and they're going to accelerate in. We're freaking hammering. We haven't slowed down. So the difference in vector, we should just blaze right past them.
Yep. So I just want you to give me one more evasion, because they can still get a vector from you, which could be dangerous. +2.
+2 is 12.
12. Okay. And then, yeah, as you said, you just move straight outside of their range. Whether they have enough to actually detect which way you're going, who knows?
We're headed for the gas giant. We're probably going to dive and hide and fuel, and then make a stab at our next jump and get the hell out of there.
So
did they turn after us, or are they trying to
they turned towards you, but obviously they couldn't keep up with you.
At that point in the game, they're probably a fat trader, right? 400 ton.
Possibly.
Can we tell what speed they were moving at, or what they were accelerating at, or anything?
2G.
Yeah, they ain't gonna keep up with us now, especially considering we had an hour and a half or so of full acceleration. We're pretty well sailing. But hopefully they took our advice. If not, well, good luck to you. Warn you.
So in the middle of your move, you turn over and start decelerating, moving towards the gas giant. There are no other actual encounters just at the moment. You get to the gas giant, and we're going to roll
3.7 days later, a little bit of sleep, and
yep,
more health milkshakes in the meantime.
Yay.
Oh, this vitamin shit sucks. I want some whiskey.
So let's see what your first piloting roll gets you. So piloting roll, please.
Done. Oh, he's under the line by a hair. Skippity skipper.
Okay, some racing stripes and 5 ton of fuel is all you've gathered in that
what
first.
Hit us? What hit us?
Just some debris in the atmosphere. Just
we're
ordinary
in the gas
atmosphere.
giant.
Yeah, you're diving. You're diving in now, doing your bits. Just seeing how long it takes you to get all the fuel you require. So you got 5. Okay, your next one.
Shit, you guys. 10.
Okay, so that gives you.
Is there any shit.
4. That's 9.
Yeah.
Okay, your next roll.
11.
Oh, good grief.
Gonna be here for
11.
while.
So that's 22. So this is yep.
Another 11.
Oh, okay. 29.
We're getting there.
Yep.
We're skimming away, gentlemen. Filling up these tanks with good old gas giant unrefined fuel.
Right on.
What's your total? What's the total you need?
I don't know. I think it's 120 tons.
Okay.
Isn't it?
Radio.
Designed it. Your
Yeah.
ship.
Yeah, I can't remember. That was 6 years ago, 7 years ago, 8 years ago.
What
Yeah.
are the stats on it? You never totally laid them all out.
It's there somewhere.
130 tons of fuel.
130
Yeah.
tons. Thank you. 130 ton. Okay, and you've got 29 so far. Okay, where you go?
You're gonna make me go through all this.
Yeah, yeah. Well, timing is important. You'll find out for a
13.
reason. Oh, you're doing better and better by the minute.
Yeah, until I get a shitty roll, then you're gonna have something happen.
38.
You got a plan here. I've never done this fueling before.
I know, isn't it fun?
One roll.
Yeah,
One roll is good.
fueling is much more difficult than it might
got
appear.
a plan. 12. Got a plan. You want something to fail here. Sooner or later, I'm going to roll a shitty roll.
Oh, look at that. 11. That's 49. How good can you go there? Yeah, next roll.
12. Come on, I got to get some more for these good high rolls here. 8.
You are. You're getting plus. Can't you see the pluses?
Yeah, the pluses.
Okay, that's 57. Next roll.
10. I'm just disappointing you. You want me to roll a 2. I know it. That's why you're making me roll and roll and roll.
67. I don't know what you're talking about, Jerry.
Yeah, I can see your smile all the way through the internet.
Really?
13. Yeah, really.
Hang on. I will prove to you.
Okay. I don't have my Discord up. Look at that.
Yeah,
look at that smile. Look at that.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay, so you got.
Gordon, yeah, your facial expressions. Why are you making us do so many checks for it?
Hang on.
Why?
Hang on. That's 77. Keep going. Next one.
We're still good.
Damn. I mean, that's good. That's really good. 5.
What's happening? Is he making us roll for every skimming orbit? Is that it? Until we
Yeah,
fall into
he's making us roll to fill the tanks because there's something in the atmosphere, and he's hoping something.
Oh, hang on. Sorry. I've got to go back and count. This is one I lost track of. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yep, go. You're on your 10th one. Go.
Okay. He's 9. Come on. This is a funky gas giant. I got another 10.
That's good.
Evil Side Beast fell in the gas giant and now it wants to get
92.
out.
Yep, that's 10.
Out.
Number
So
11.
where are we at? About 90 or something?
You're at 92. Yeah. Number 11.
14. You guys are lucky I got a pilot 3 or we'd be screwed.
That's another 10. That's 102. That's number 11. Yep. Oh, okay. 11. That's 113.
12.
123.
Don't we
Okay,
have some still
Pierre.
left? We should be capped off about now.
Yep,
I'm
Pierre.
going to pull the hell out of there because
Yep.
this gas giant's got some kind of weird turbulence. I've been working my butt off filling these tanks, boys. Something weird about this gas giant.
Can you
Not
give
like
me
my
a
usual one roll.
sensor roll, please, Pierre? Stav.
Stab, okay.
Yeah.
Rolling. Sensors.
Oh,
Good job.
roughly half a light year away from you. You still have to get out of the diameter of this gas giant. Roughly half a light second away from you, there seems to be that merchant ship seems to be coming in.
Half a light second away or light second? you
Half. Because your sensors only go to half a light second.
said? Oh, shit. So he's pretty close then. Half a light second would be 150,000 kilometers. He's in combat range.
We want to send him a missile as a present.
No, we're not going to attack unless he shows hostile path. He may have taken our advice and he's coming into fuel. I would say that we're going to evade at full speed, promptly.
Breaking up a bit there, Jerry. I'll turn the video off because I think it might be taking up bandwidth. Try that. Are you?
Is this better?
You might want to turn your video off, matey, just to keep the bandwidth.
Okay, hang on one
Yep.
second.
And so you're going to take off at full speed, 4G, which is cool.
Yeah.
You need to take. Oh God, I just had the sheet with me. About how long it's going to take. There we go. Okay, jump distance.
They're actually doing the math.
4G is 6.2 hours. So what I'm going to ask you to do is give me 2 parting rolls just to make sure you stay in front of him. Okay, let's see if he can beat that. I highly doubt it.
You guys are lucky I'm a pilot 3, or we would have been.
Yeah.
No, couldn't
Head
keep
to
up
head,
with you.
yeah.
Okay, radio. That looks like Nefista out of the way. Did you want to do a full jump over to Hucolt? Or Gothlife up? Up to you. Hucolt's a 3 jump over here.
We were
Gothlife
prepared.
up.
We could do jump 3, right?
You can do a jump 3 now.
Great, great. Yeah, if we got the supplies and if we have enough hot pockets, we should go to Foucault.
You have enough hot pockets for a couple of jumps.
It's not like I can drink any whiskey, so what the hell? We might as well just get it done. Is my metab? I'm gonna punch it for Occult. I agree.
Hucult.
With you.
Hucult. Okay. Well, what I can do is I can tell you the variance between the two, and you can make your decision that way as soon as I can find my book. So Hucult, the nav will tell you it's a B starport, size 6 planet, so gravity is about 0.84. A standard tainted atmosphere, doesn't say what, roughly 40% water and ice caps, has a very low population in the thousands. There's a 1 law level, one government type, 0 law level, 9 tech level. There is a Navy and Scout base. It's a Navy base and a Scout depot. There is also a starport up and down. Yeah, that's it seems to be noted for its exporting of ore.
Now we did get a copy of that signal, right? We have the data about the signal and about what happened, and yeah.
Which signal?
The warning.
Well, the scout warning. That
Oh
we
yeah.
could portray that Hucult. Yeah, we should have all that information.
Yeah. So that's your
now,
cult.
Another question before we engage the jump drive, or did we engage it?
No, because I've got to give you the stats on the other planet. Just finding it.
Are
for
they
you.
still following behind us?
Well, you've gone out of range, so your sensors would not pick them up.
Actually, I'm going to challenge you on that because if you're following or monitoring something, you can follow it a lot longer than just a half second. That's in the Traveler rules. Once you detect something, if you stay tracking it, you can detect it for I think up to like 6 or it doesn't matter because you've already picked it up. So we should still be able to tell where they are. I don't know where is that. God, where's it in the rules? I don't have the rules.
Gothai. There we are. Oh, Gothai far point. Okay. So just so you know, that's Hucult, and I'll talk to that tracking in a minute. Gothai Farpoint is a Type C starport, only a downport. Type 4 size planet, 2 atmosphere, 0 water, 5 population, 7 it's a balkanized world, law level 2, tech level B, has a scout base and a gas giant. Yeah, that's what's there present.
Yeah.
So, sorry, you're saying something else about tracking or something?
Yeah, I can't find it, but no, non-scout ships can track up to I think it's a light second and a half or something. I don't know. I have the rules in front of me. I'm looking.
I thought it was half a light second. I thought if it was non-military.
Non-military. That's correct. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
Starships 1981 tracking. I'm trying to open it up. Oh fuck! Hold on. I don't know which page it's on.
Are you sure which supplement it's on? Too many supplements.
True. I'm just trying to find it in the book.
Right now. I'm in book 2 right now.
Yeah, I'm in the starter in the traveler book.
Yeah, I'm in.
Economy, blah 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 blah. Scan area 4.
Space combat probably.
Probably that would probably be the best part to look at.
I'm just curious though.
Mm-hmm.
Movement, ships, tracking, laser fire.
Space combat.
Detection. Ordinary or commercial starships can detect other ships out of a range at about 1/2 light second. About 50. Military and scout ships have detection range of 2 light seconds.
So you're at 1/2.
Yeah.
A half.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ships which are tracking, once a vessel has been detected, it can be tracked by any up to 3 light seconds. So
Okay.
once we can only detect something up to a 1/2 a light second naturally, but we already detected them.
Well, it'd still be
So
following
we
you.
have so we would still have a pin on them.
Yep.
Even so, we would know if they're still following us or not. Because
They
3
are.
light seconds is 900,000 kilometers. That's a good distance. Where a 1/2 a light second is 150,000 kilometers, and a light second is 300,000 kilometers. So I knew that was right. We can't track something because we have regular sensors. We don't have a we don't have a scout or a military vessel. And we can't track anything past a 1/2 a light second. But once we pin something, we can follow or watch it for up to 900,000 kilometers.
Yep. So it's
So
still
we
tracking
would know
you.
if they're still chasing us. They
Oh,
didn't
yeah.
stop for fuel.
No.
They're okay. Thanks. Yeah,
So-
I
Another
remember
game
that.
of missile.
So
they can kiss our ass. We're faster than them. We're ready to jump.
who Colt or
They don't miss us.
Gothai Farpoint? You guys choose.
I suggest Hukult because they got Navy and they'll be on top of that planet, and if they can figure out what the hell it is.
I'm
We
with
go
you.
to
That's a
Gull,
good idea.
Dark Point. We just have a lousy scout base, and we still have to get word to the big Navy establishment.
Hey, watch your tongue about just the lousy stuff. Yeah,
I knew it was a mistake when I said it. I knew it was a mistake when I opened my mouth. But what's the symbol for Navy? Because this map is unclear. Or
I think the little
star
star,
cluster shape is the Navy. Okay.
Yeah, I think the little star.
Oh wow. Okay, and they got a Navy behind it at this other planet called Kahi. So if they have a sizable enough force, like the Navy is sprinkled randomly through space.
Yep.
And they have to move in to respond anywhere.
And
so.
besides, the jump 3 gets us further along. I say call 2. I punch it in and I'm
who
gonna hit
called?
it. Yes.
That's your furthest
We
point.
got to.
Yep. Okay.
We need what do you need, an engineering check and then a straight pilot roll?
Yep.
Straight
So
jump roll?
please, Manta, do not blow up the machine. Roll.
Okay.
Now you got to remember, guys, you're using unfiltered.
7.
That's
Not roll up.
Cool.
8. We're good.
Plus 1 is 9, where you're fine, because it's
We're fine. You just don't
unrefined.
want to hit a 13. Yeah,
Yep.
because we're running unrefined.
Yep.
So we're good.
Cool.
We're
Boom.
in jump, man.
And jump.
No
Head to
whiskey
hook
for me. No whiskey for you. Am I getting better?
Okay.
Take the-
Pierre, can you give Garen a roll, medical roll,
Yeah.
to see what she's found out, if anything, further?
Yeah, it would be funny if she's medical 1.
Oh, medical 1. Okay. Cool.
And I gotta change to I'll show it as Garen. Right, there we go.
Garen can't tell shit.
No. She believes you've lost all blood and plasma.
She's like putting little whiskey shot glasses in front of you, and you get like a vampiric revulsion to alcohol. It's very comical to see, given your past.
That's nasty.
Very comical.
That actually, though, that is kind of Garen-like.
I give her the middle finger and say, "Quit being a bitch and help me get back to normal."
Yeah.
She says-
or maybe she does that like little allergy thing where she does little needle pricks on your your
She
back
would
and in
do.
a grid, and
He says, and now that I've practiced it, I'll do it for real.
yeah,
She says this could be your new normal.
this could cause you a lot of pain, but it's a risk I'm willing to take.
There you go. It's a risk she's willing to take. I think that's awesome. Okay, so anything else you're doing during that week? How long are you leaving that briefcase thingy on for?
I will probably shut it off and do a scan to see if there's any Omega
Goblins.
energy signature.
No fucking goblins.
Yeah.
Check for
Okay.
the goblins. Turn on the. Yep, we don't want no goblins.
Fry him.
Frame, okay.
I don't know if I should do that in jump.
No, probably not. We should have fried them before we went on.
Okay, so
Well,
can you give me a probably an electronics roll would be best here.
All right. 9.
No, okay. From that you can tell several things. There are parts of your hull that seem to have points of concentrated Omega energy. So you're going to have to look at those parts of the hull when you get to a place where you can. Nothing has pierced into the engineering bay. There would also be parts of the hull around the avionics and computer area of the ship that have these concentrated pieces onto them, but nothing has penetrated. Your device is almost completely drained. It's going to take a while to reinitiate and repower it and that sort of stuff, because you left it on for a fair while. So that's what you can tell at the moment. Apart from that, there doesn't seem to be any other Omega energy around. Background stuff, but that's it.
I'm sorry, what was the first area?
The engineering section, around the light drives, the jump drives.
And the other sections were computer and avionics.
Yeah, at the other end of the ship. Yeah, both pretty important to the ship to actually be able to move.
Yeah. Huh.
It's almost as
How
if
are
an
they-
entity wanted to immobilize us.
Gee,
Yeah,
figure
but
that.
how are they doing it while we're in jump?
No.
Yeah.
You just checked for Omega energy. I said there's some signatures in the hull in those areas.
Oh, residual. Okay.
Yeah.
No longer active. Okay, I
No,
get you.
yeah, and
I
no
was a little
Omega energy.
confused.
Yeah, sorry, and no Omega energy inside the ship at all.
All right. You might need to patch those spots
Yeah,
when
you're
we get
gonna.
out.
Yeah,
I'm really sick of this Omega energy, and I'm sick of my metabolism, and I just don't know. Sometimes I feel like walking out into the jump bubble and just ending it all.
Sooner or later, we'll figure out who to shoot. Then we can shoot them.
there you go. Won't that be a
But,
glorious day?
I try to. I think Garen is gonna try to be psychologist medic and convince him against suicide, because if Jacob does that, he's going to be one with the universe, and we won't be able to escape him no matter which way we turn. That's very bad.
Yeah.
Nice. Okay. Anything else you're doing in jump?
I'm gonna try to drink some whiskey, anyways. Fuck it, I'm just not liking this. Am I gonna
Okay.
get sick?
It takes
I
only a
found
couple of
the hunger.
minutes, and you get the god awful stomach pains again.
Did I at least get a buzz out of it though? Am I getting a buzz?
Well, you took a shot. That's it.
I let Garen know what I do. Sure, she's gonna scold
You're
me.
going to have to test other liquids and see what else gives reptiles a buzz.
Well, she says if you're willing to go into experimentation, there's a whole range of things that contain polyphenols, so that we could try to see if you're reacting to them. It would mean
I don't
pain.
want a whole range of things, woman. I want whiskey.
Well, what we could do is try to work out which ones aren't going to affect you.
What about gin? We got some gin on here.
Hey, dinner.
I'm gonna get online. I'm gonna get in the library data and look for alcohol with low pheromone, whatever the fuck you said.
Phenyl.
Is there an
What was it?
alcohol brand
Phenyl.
that's low?
What the hell did I call it?
Huh?
Polyphenols. Is it polyphenol?
Yeah.
Poly.
Whatever the hell you call it. I'm looking for...
Polyphenols.
Yeah, he's looking to see
What
if there's
alcohol
makes
contains polyphenols?
polyphenols. Yeah, polyphenols.
Not only coffee and tea, but also beverages such as red wine and foods such as chocolate, fruit and vegetables can be candidates as sources of polyphenols in the diet. Yeehaw!
Their only real use is for dyes.
I can't have chocolate either. No Hershey's Kisses.
Nah.
Nothing, eh?
No. And so, yeah, so she's going to try you on a whole lot of different range each day at each meal. She's going to give you a specific plant type matter if it's available and shipped to eat and see what the results are. I mean, she could just grind them down and check if they've got polyphenols, but this is much more fun. And what are you doing?
I look at her and shake my head and walk away. Say, I'll pass.
She says, but what else can you do? Yes,
and I go back to my protein.
Purina iguana chow actually doesn't contain any polyphenols. You could have that. I wouldn't advise it because the nutritional value is quite low, she says, but you know, cardboard is safe.
I tell her, fuck you, Garen, and I walk out of the room.
She says, not in my worst nightmare of a day would I say yes to that, she says.
And I go back over by Victor with my fake coffee and ask him how it's going.
What are you drinking, Victor, right now?
Oh, I'm drinking the good coffee.
Oh man, you can smell it before you get in the room.
Yeah, he sees the captain with the fake stuff and feels a little guilty.
Is that going to stop him from drinking it?
I smell that? Oh, that smells so good.
Yeah.
Then I go back to my fake stuff. So how's everything going? I tried to drink some whiskey. I tell them what I did, and I got stomach cramps again. I'm done.
Ah, man, that's terrible.
It sucks, eh? What's the point of life?
Yeah, seriously. Hope we can get you straightened out somehow.
That reminds Victor of a time where he had sex with some alien creature only to find that it laid a parasite in his stomach.
Yeah.
Worst 24 hours of his life.
Stav says something like, you know, in a vague Greek accent, which says, "Oh, that sucks, my friend," and he opens a cold one and drinks it down slowly.
I look at him and shake my head at him too, and under my lips I go, "Oh, assholes everywhere."
Sam reaches for a drink of a can of beer or something. She almost opens it up, looks at Jacob and says, "What? I'm thirsty, all right." And she moves away. You hear the as she walks down the corridor. Okay.
Everybody's drinking but the captain.
Yeah.
We can jump and no drunk.
Yeah.
No binge drinking, just staring at the walls while we're cruising through interstellar space.
Well, there's always space porn.
Oh, yeah.
Space porn has no polyphenols in it, so you're okay.
All right. That's it. I'm locking the door. Stay away. Stay away. I'm locking it. But I'm sure the lubrication probably does. So, right?
No. But over the course of several jumps, you notice that Jacob's right arm is getting really well developed. It's like almost asymmetrical now. Almost. Anyway.
Like a Popeye arm and a skinny arm, right?
Exactly.
A finger crab, huh?
Let's just say he's really giving it a good go.
He's worried that's the symbol of reptilianizing, but then when she realizes the true cause, she goes, "Oh shit."
Okay, the week goes by with a whole lot of horrible things happening to poor old Jacob. And not much else changing. So Garen can you give Garen a roll, please, Pierre?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yep.
Where was I? Lost the screen. Karen. Medical.
She does get a +1 because she knows what she's dealing with.
So medical plus
Oh,
one.
+2.
Plus
+2.
one.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Right. Like that.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Yeah.
she's populated a list of plant material that you can and cannot eat. So at least you know what to avoid and what you can. And there are some okay things on the list.
Has she figured out which booze is good?
She gives you a list. So she turns around, she says, hang on a second, I'll just write them down. Booze that is good. And then she turns around and gives you. You've got a list. Booze that is good. And the page is blank.
Okay. Alright,
She
yeah,
says,
and,
I hope you like the answer, but you did ask. And I'm only giving
we're
you
gonna
the
have
medical.
yeah.
Yeah.
We're gonna have to stop and get you some drugs at the next port.
Oh,
Somehow
God.
to get tore up without alcohol.
There must be some other compound that acts like pure alcohol. Didn't,
Yeah, she
don't
says.
people get their lizards drunk or something.
Who knows?
Hey, I can smoke weed,
Work on
can
that.
I can smoke weed, right? I'm gonna go
She
get some
says she
Johnson.
would not know that chemical interactions in your blood, how that would turn out. But if you want to experiment, we can experiment. You've already had one experience experimenting. Do you want another?
I just
You're
walk
gonna-
away from her. I just walk
Yeah.
away. I don't want to deal with her.
Karen says you can experiment as long as you sign some medical waivers. You must also have a big red bucket at both ends of your body.
Okay,
Sign
you
some waivers and
Yeah.
then go nuts.
and go. We'll go. Okay, so you're coming out near her cult. You were going for the planet, or no? There's no guest giant in this place anyway, so you have to come out of the planet.
You gotta go for the planet. Yeah.
Yep. Okay, so you come out on the planet. Boom! I need a sensor check, please, from Stav.
Of course, we're in the regular fittings, prepared for anything.
Yep. Vac.
Suited up
Yep.
and depressurizing.
Cool. Everything's done. Oh, Garen Tate now scans for suspicious electrons.
Oh, well,
No, that's so cool.
That was a
That's okay.
sensor roll. I didn't change.
That's all cool. Okay, so apart from normal sensor readings, you're not getting too much other babble. You are getting. There is a bit of traffic here, and I need to go back to that table to find out if you have an encounter. Also, God,
No secret scout messages or anything.
you're listening. You don't hear anything on this one. You don't hear anything on this one. They go through the same process. They bring you in via a line. So this is a size, what planet did I say? A size 6. So it's not going to take you as long to come in.
6 painted, standard atmosphere, 40% hydrographics. Yeah, that's all I remember.
Yeah, size 6 planet. Just trying to find the sheet that tells me how long it takes you to get in.
I agree. We're going to need to make a contact and naval contact. We have some codes or transponders. to talk
You
to
have
Navy,
something
right?
from the captain lieutenant that where you met back at line. She gave you some stuff.
We have a report to take to the Navy
Yep.
first and
So
foremost.
size 6 planet, it would take you at 2G, 230 minutes to get in.
We want to contact the Navy and
Okay.
head there first if everything's a goal. And
Okay.
Tell them we have a report from
Let's-
Lieutenant, what's her name, whoever
Yep.
that is.
We're just
And we
going to
also wanna let them know
see
about-
what do we got here, and we've got a B type starport. Right. Okay. So you get coming out at you, heading off to Gotho Farpoint. You've got a where the hell did I just see it? Sorry, just got to go back. A 400-ton subsidized merchant coming out. This is the captain of the Red Robin. We're heading off to Gothai Farpoint. Is that where you just hailed from?
No, that's Garth of Farpoint. No, sir, we're coming from
Nefista.
Nefista.
Whoa, big jump.
Skimmed the gas giant and came on out.
Oh, okay. Okay, well, so he says, well, good trip. He feels that things are pretty good on Hukult. They were doing a fine trade in spices before, so might be a good time.
Deal.
Yeah. So, well, he'll be on his way, unless there's nothing else.
Safe travels.
Safe trip.
Wait, aren't you going to warn him about Nefista, not to go on to Nefista? Should warn him. In fact, we should warn everybody.
Yeah, and wear size shields.
I'd tell him to avoid. I would say Nefista's bad news. I believe it's been taken over by Omega Energy. Well, they don't know.
We have reason to believe. Just say we have reason to believe Nefista is going to be red zoned in a day or something. Red zone.
I would let you do that. I'd say go ahead.
Where is Steve?
We would advise against going to Nefista. We found out some bad stuff about it.
Oh, what sort of stuff?
Well, we got a distress message that the place was taken over. We don't know what to make of it.
Taken over? Like a coup?
Psionics.
Psionics?
Perhaps. Malevolent entities.
What the hell? Well, okay, well, we're not planning to go that way, but we'll watch for anything coming out that way. Then you sort of hear them as they're sort of signing off. I don't know. Perhaps they've been hitting the booze too much, and then he sort of signs off.
Our captain has been super stone cold sober because his intestines have been taken over by reptiles or something like that. Oh no,
that's just gonna really make them believe you.
That'll help the cause a lot. Now they really believe you. Now they believe you more. Yeah.
So yep. So you're coming in on an appropriate vector. You get a bit more information about Hukult. Okay. So there is a public safety message. Please ensure that you always wear a filter mask, as the spores from various flora on the planet is deadly to humans.
Nice.
Basically, as I said, it's roughly 40% water. That's including the ice caps. It is a rich system, so it goes ring, planet 1, planet 2, ring, the actual world that you're going to be going on, then an ice ball, then a ring, then a ring, then a ring, basically. And what can I tell you? Yeah, it's primarily a small prospecting place. There's a ton of it. The Navy and the Scout Depot here basically are the ones that are mining most of it, but there are some small personal holdings that people are allowed to apply for, but most of it goes towards Navy and Scouts. So yeah, this would potentially be a very important place to hold if you think about things.
Well, first thing we would want to do is let the Navy know about what's going on and get the report to the lieutenant.
Okay.
Tell them we're off to meet someone or whatever, and let them know what's going on with the place we just left.
Okay.
And give them copies of the code.
Right. So you send off a message.
Yeah.
And you give them you'd give them some sort of code to grab their attention that she would have given you.
I don't want to just send a message. I actually want to face-to-face talk to somebody in the Navy and then hand them the data.
Okay.
So I would ask permission based on the clearances and the codes we got from that other lieutenant to me, the commanding officer at the Naval facility.
Okay. So you'll meet at the Navy base on Hucolt.
Yes.
There are you can sort of see that there are 3 places that the Navy have. There's the actual Navy shipyard, where part of it is processing the ore to build ships. The Navy, what can I call it? It's a training sort of center. And then you've got the Navy base on planet as well. So the Scout Depot is on planet, but you're meeting at the Navy headquarters on planet. So you've been told that because you've given those codes that you will be moved through customs very quickly and be taken directly to the headquarters. So please ensure that you arrive here with whatever information or data that you need to hand over as quick as possible, and leave other people on board your ship to carry out with any any other duties that need to be for the team. So how many people are they expecting come?
Well, I would take probably me and Dale, and probably Stav too, because he had some of the data, and whoever wants to come, but because he did the sensor stuff and helped me decode some of it with his computer skills, and helped me escape. So we know kind of how they're.
But who's your best contact in the Navy? Because remember, Dale is a Marine.
Oh, that would be Victor, isn't it?
Yeah. I was kind of thinking I would stay back and start looking at the hull and everything, but yeah, maybe I should come along.
Okay,
well,
so
Sam could stay back with engineering and mechanics.
And I think Dale, who's got Dale? Because I think Dale has mechanic as well, mech as well.
Yeah, I've got Dale.
I would see Dale and Sam there,
mechanical
and
one,
there,
Yep.
and our 3 main players.
Yep.
Our 3 main characters, Jacob, Stav, and Victor, go.
Right. So can I get a roll from Sam and a roll from Dale?
Right.
Roll for Sam. What's the roll? Mechanical.
Mechanical. Yeah. She's investigating the hull where Victor is said to investigate. She's doing the engineering section.
She's only got a 7. He's only
got a 7. Not really sure what she's looking for. Well, she actually has seen this before, so she sort of does kind of know what she's looking for, but she's not really seeing it. But she'll probably take some extra time, and Dale has the same sort of problem, so you're not going to get anything from them before your meeting. So you guys, as stated, you met with some attaches. They take you straight through customs under Naval Guard. You move pretty quickly through immigration and jump into a G carrier, and you're taken to the naval base. Rightio. So, what rank did you get to, Victor?
Victor is he was high ranked. 5 terms. He was a commander in the Navy. Commander.
Okay. Rightio. So. You become very familiar about how to handle things here, sort of thing. So you basically go through some checkpoints and get to talk to the. I'm just trying to think, who would it be? Probably a lieutenant. Probably. Hang on. I think. Just need to look at the rank. Sorry. Is that too low? Come on, table, where are you?
Commander is rank 4.
Yeah. So probably would be another commander. Yeah, commander. What's his name going to be? Alan Fairweather. Rightio, Commander Fairweather. He sits down and says, okay, you've used this code, which can only be used by people who are carrying important information, so I take it that you have some important information.
Yeah, we have a report to make, and some information about what was it? It was Nephista. Yeah.
Okay. So you give him the
I would break down the
information.
scout. Yep.
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 Okay. He just verifies that. He says these are very. I mean, if I didn't see it with my eyes, and then I mean, she trusts the lieutenant who gave you this, but if I didn't see it, I wouldn't believe it. So what about this Mephisto? What were you going to say?
Yeah, we believe it has been compromised, and we've picked up Omega energy, which is indicative of strong psionic presence, and we're pursued off of the planet.
Right.
There's something very wrong going on there.
Okay.
We had to get out of there. And this is the scout code we picked up that warned us. There was an underlying hidden scout code that warned us to evade. And yeah, there's something psionic Omega energy, and it's taking over people. You have the whole report there from the lieutenant.
I do. He says I haven't looked at it through all of it yet, but I can see several things there that are of concern. So, how are you guys involved?
Jupiter Keller Enterprises. We were tasked to carry a good deal of information about this upcoming threat, which emerged as we were in transit.
And you're taking it to where?
Well, we're taking a return message back to.
Well, you're heading to line, basically.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's the line to speak to Joel Worowski. That's right.
Oh no, you're up to Akarum. Sorry, he's at Akarum. Joel Worowski. Okay, well he puts the name in and says, okay, the only Joel Worowski we've got here is in the colonial forces. He's a Marine.
Yeah.
Okay.
That is who we're supposed to meet on Acheron.
Okay, he says, well, I don't know much about anything, but if I'm to believe this, we need to up our security a shit ton load, he says.
Yeah, psi helmets are a good idea.
Well, the report here seems to think that normal psi helmets are pretty much useless.
They are better than nothing. Believe me on that. We had them getting burned out by these attacks, but they still help.
Right.
We just kept having to replace them.
Rightio, so he asks you to sit down. He brings in some drinks. Do you want something a bit stiffer to drink? Whiskey?
No, I don't drink while I'm on duty.
Okay. Offers some whiskey to Jacob.
Poor Jacob.
I make secret hand signals to the others, and I ask if we should tell the Navy about these psi dots, which are like, super effective. They're like the psionic equivalent of little pine trees you hang from your car steering wheel.
Jacob says, no, I can't have any whiskey. I have a health issue. Do you have any high-end medical expertise? I really would like to see a doctor.
Well, we got a doctor and a surgeon over here, yeah?
Yeah, I need to see him. I've got a health issue. The metabolism thing I need to talk to him about.
All right. Okay. So he... well, let's hear your story first, and then that time I can organise for the surgeon, or... Well, surgeon and the doctor. I'll get them both in. So you sort of sit there and talk for a good hour or so. What don't you tell him?
What do you mean?
What don't you tell him? That's the easier way of saying what you do tell him. Because if you tell him, so what do you want to leave out? Anything?
I'm not sure what you're exactly certain, John.
Well, when you talk to the guy, to the commander, is there anything you want to leave out of what you want to tell him?
Trying to remember what all happened.
you got some kind of weird fungal infection, and normal treatments weren't doing anything. And we got you a native healer who gave you a treatment which seems to have worked, but either the fungus did something or the treatment had a side effect, and you've now got some kind of metabolic problem. And,
Yeah.
Well, the guy just looks at it and says, "And you're a scout." I wouldn't have taken a scout to do that, but you know, we're different breeds, I guess. Okay.
Oh man, I just get beaten down. I keep getting kicked while I'm down, don't I?
Boldly went where no one went before.
I thought that was. I thought that was Victor.
Yeah,
I thought that was Victor's line.
yeah.
Okay, rightio.
Yeah, all you did was get some kind of weird, nasty infection. We're still not sure how you got it, but yeah,
Okay.
it was.
So
awful.
you tell him everything. He sort of talks about, is there any way to know? Do they identify themselves with something? Are they, do they have a uniform? Is there anything that tells you who they are?
The people taking over the planets. Those
Goblins.
Well, those we know there's some sort of black ops organization, and they appear to have some genetically engineered organisms
Right.
working for them too. But they mostly work through agents who are psionically controlled, so you can't really tell. But there's if you have an Omega detector rigged up, and I will pass him my hand computer with notes for how to rig up Omega detectors. They light up like a Christmas tree, and you can spot ships that are being controlled. And,
Okay,
ships
good to
that are
know.
under attack.
Okay, radio. So he just swipes that off and onto his computer, and you just see him tap in. Okay, I want this in high production, and I want it bigger. And he sends that off to somewhere.
Yeah. And I give him the Omega defense devices that we've got as well, the blueprints for that sort of thing.
Oh, your little briefcasey thing. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay. Righto. He says, yeah, and I want this the size of a ship. Actually, no. I want this the size that can cover, and like he's planning to move on all this stuff. Rightio. Well, after that he thanks you. He says, please don't leave until we have a chance to get something back. You may be staying here more than a week. I hope that doesn't screw over your mercantile.
That's fine.
Well, we could try to sell the spices. We said they made out good on them.
Yep.
I also want to see a high-end doctor. See if I can reverse
So
this.
you're gonna go back over to a doctor now. So he's the surgeon and the doctor take you. They're going to take you through a whole plethora of tests. You're going to feel like you've got no blood left. There hasn't been a single part of your body that hasn't been had some sort of hyper needle put into it or something.
Well, if I could drink whiskey again, it's all worth it.
Okay, so let's see if they come up with anything. Right. Well, we're not sure how it happened, but we can tell you what has happened. So they've gone through some gene sequencing and all sorts of things that, of course, Garen can't do because she's not got the equipment and she might not have had the training, the amount of training she needed. But they can tell you that several parts of your genes seem to be resequenced.
Well,
I don't know.
Bring them back.
Well, it's dangerous because we don't know what did it in the first place. We could actually be creating more of an issue, and you could end up being one huge cancerous growth.
Well, that's worth being able to drink whiskey again.
He says, my friend, you might not want to.
Do it.
No. Because there is a side issue.
Of course there is.
Yeah, well, a side benefit. With this, hang on, he says. and he calls in and says, so this cadet here has shown that he has some sonic ability. Don't worry, don't panic. He's just going to try to influence you to pick up something with your left hand, okay?
I gotta take off my thing, don't I?
Yeah, if you're okay with that.
Okay, well, look, I'm in the doctor's office. I'm gonna do what they want.
Yep. Doesn't work. The guy tries again. Doesn't work. The guy tries again. Doesn't work. Yep.
What are you trying to do to me?
Well, something's changed in your genetic structure that's made you a bit more resilient towards being affected by psionics.
Oh.
We need to go back to that planet. I know some of that.
Means no more coffee.
Oh, yeah, I think I'm good with my dot, actually.
Just stick with your dot, lucky guy.
So they say, do you want to? Given some interesting information that the commander has just given us, while we've been checking you over, are you sure you want to do that right now?
Well, my first thought is I'd like to go to the bar and drink over it, think about it, but I can't do that. So, I don't know. I have to
It's his
think
first
about
thought, last thought, every thought.
Yeah.
it.
Guy's an alcoholic. He has no self-control.
Whoa.
Victor. Irony.
Binge drinker, not an alcoholic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just
I
cereal.
got it under control.
Yeah, cereal binge drinker. Yeah. Any day that ends in a Y. Yep, we got it.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
It's 5 o'clock on some planet somewhere.
Happy hour has started.
That's right. It's happy hour somewhere, damn it.
Okay, so they're quite happy to let you have a think about it. I mean, you're not going anywhere for the next couple of days.
Well, I think that's nice. I want to be out a little pen in. But maybe they might be onto something in the big picture of things. But who the hell's going to want to live without drinking or having coffee, he says.
Well, it's not something we can disseminate amongst the men. We'll probably get a riot or a rebellion. Okay, so we'll leave that scene. Can we go back to Sam and Dale giving us another mechanic roll, please, each. Okay, getting a little bit more scrutinous, if that's a word. I don't think it is, but anyway, we'll use it. You do in fact find some micro cracks in your hull. So they're going to have to fix them up. So no need to roll or anything, they're just going to take some time. Yep, so they are busy doing that. You guys, what are you doing? So you'll be escorted back into the starport.
I'm having a coffee. No, that's the real Jerry's having a coffee.
That's fine. Because Jacob certainly can't have one.
We should look into selling these spices.
Yep.
See if we get a good price here.
Okay. So let me find that sheet amongst all my sheets of information. So you go to the trade hub and God almighty, where is it? It's It's not amongst that stuff, it's amongst the other stuff. There are so many different tables in this game.
There is.
Man. Rumors. Space combat. Ah, here we go. Speculative trade. Okay, so this planet cult is a non-classified.
Yeah.
Non-classified. Well, they didn't say whether buying or selling, so.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
we'll find out.
yep. So, Victor, you can use your +1 if you want to try to. But this is your only, don't forget.
Go, Victor, go.
If you're going to,
Alrighty.
if you're going to roll and not like the result and then take it back, you are going to get a bit of a name for that.
Okay. Maybe we should look into it and see.
Can we look into what's what? If there's a demand before we do an actual.
Well,
try to
let's see what actually is available. We should be doing that at the same time.
Yeah.
So available is copper. Strangely enough, is machine tools and textiles. But you would think that spices in an area that doesn't provide much agriculture would be in quite a lot of demand. Copper and
yeah. Stab at it.
Yep. Doing it.
Okay, 2d6 plus your 1. Good luck.
See. Alright.
High number.
Yeah. Let's see. It says admin is +2 per level.
Okay, +2 then.
Alright. 7.
100%. That's not bad. I think you got it for cheap.
Yeah.
Yep. So that's 6,000 a ton.
Alright.
So you got 25 and the group got some as well, but I can't remember how much.
I don't remember either. Did I write it on the characters? I don't think we did. I know we all bought some.
Yeah.
Spices? I forget.
We all went in on it, didn't we?
Yeah, you did.
Yeah.
I don't have any note on that.
Okay, so you got 25. So I'm gonna say that each of you had 5 ton. So the rest of you get 30,000 each.
Okay, we'll roll with that.
Yep, because that would fit in the cargo.
What about our salaries, dude? Did we get a salary?
Yes, you've got another lot of salary. Yep,
Okay.
that came
We had
out.
a salary on Death Street, didn't we?
As you were just basically as you're coming out of Destry, I think. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's been a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, almost. So next week you've got another salary coming out.
Okay. I'll add that in there too.
Okay, so Occult, it's actually. Are you doing anything else, by the way, Victor? Just to double check on anything.
I'm gonna run a check for Omega Energy.
Okie dokie. Yep. So it's mostly background around your ship. Do you want to move about with it? Or? No. They just did that. They did that to help.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because we're running goods with the Navy.
Well, you are doing a job for the Navy without really, in a very sort of casual, quiet sense, which is what they seem to think they need at the moment.
Yeah. You know what? I think Jacob's going to reverse it. He doesn't care. He'll keep his comm link in. He's going to go back and reverse it because he doesn't want to live like this, even if it is a hidden gift.
Well, they can't promise, but they will try. You know, so
he would go back the next day. He wants to get back to his
Yep.
regular self.
So basically, they ask if you have a medic or a doctor on board ship.
And that's who's been working with me, so I would have to bring Garen along.
Okay,
So again, we're
rightio.
reversing it.
Rightio.
I've seen
So
that,
this
and
is
do it.
yep. So this process is going to take you anywhere between a month to 2 months to actually resolve, if it resolves. We're working on the cautious side of things so that we're reducing the chance of any negative reactions, although we can't discount that they may very well happen anyway. So you're going to be yeah, well, it's major.
We can't
It's
stay here for 2 months. We
no.
don't have time.
They're going to. Garen is going to go with it with you, and then she's going to be doing the rest on board the ship.
Ah.
Yep. So that's why she needs to be there. Okay. So she doesn't perhaps have the full expertise to understand the whole effects, but she does understand the basics around medication and whatever. Although this isn't medication, this is a completely different approach. So they're going to be using some gene therapies, which will require some initial work done on the naval base. So you'll be out of whack for a couple of days there, and then they'll be trying to give Garen as much as possible information that she can use to actually continue the treatment.
Alrighty then.
Alright, so each week we're going to be... What's your endurance?
My endurance is 11.
Excellent.
I'm a scout.
Yeah. Each week we're
Scouts
going
have
to
high
be...
endurance.
Yeah.
They can't make it without... A scout won't make it live without a high endurance. It's really a prerequisite to being a scout if we
Yeah,
get stable.
definitely. So basically, I'm going to roll every week to see if anything's changed and how much. And also, so if I roll a double 1, something disastrous has happened. If I roll a double 6, something interesting has happened. Otherwise, hopefully it's just all 8s and 8 pluses. So that's the process we're going to go to until it actually just resolves itself. But you're going to have to get a certain amount of, it's the dye modifier effect, or the effect of how much you get it by is going to determine how quickly things change and where they go. So,
I'm just a player. It's your game. I got to roll with what you roll with.
Yep, I'm just making up systems to fit these really weird things. Yes, she's becoming a fungus whisperer. Oh man. Okay, rightio. So the initial process. It's a good start. Okay. So I'll have to keep a different tie over here. Okay, Jacob 3. Okay, so that's your first one. Good stuff. Okay, that takes you 2 or 3 days out of the track. So by that time you've sold the spices, that's all exchanged. You've got those other 3 things to look at. I've tried to look at the classification. This planet is not classified as anything. It doesn't meet any trade classification, so it's just flat. So it's just whatever you roll and it's not adjusted by anything. So you've either got textiles and you've got... far out, 80 tons of textiles. You've got...
Well, we don't have that much cargo, do we?
No. You've got... There's 70 ton of copper. And the machine tools... Ugh. Let's do the whole thing, shall we?
Is there any freight that's going in our direction? Just basic freight?
Yeah, I'll have a look in a sec. 30 tons of machine tools, but they are the ones that are the most expensive. But they give you a pretty good range of bonuses on the other end. Non-industrial, agricultural, non-agricultural. They will give you a bonus.
How much for them?
Their flat is 750. So you're not going to get the... Yeah. Yep.
That's out of our league.
Yep. So you've got 25 tons of that, but you can break some, up to you.
Yeah.
So it's okay. So going back to copper, yeah, as long as you don't hit an industrial or a rich planet, you might do okay. But it's only 200, but there's 70 ton of that. You're going to have to split that, and you're going to have to split the textiles. Might as well fill the bay with something. Freight-wise, but depends on where you're heading. Kadrimus would be the best point to jump to from here.
Where are we going?
Well, you've got. Hang on a second.
Where's our final destination?
So you got from here. You're going up to there. Yeah. So that's a 1-2 jump there to a car if you want to, and then a 1-2-3 to Icarus, or a 3 jump to Kadrimus, and then over to Icarus, and then up to Akorum. But they're gonna all end up at Icarus.
Well,
what's better, a car or Caron?
Kadrimus.
Well, a car or Kadrimus, yeah. So, just looking up the space economics of freight. Here we go. So, and I'll need those 2 sheets, won't I? Sheets. Who's got the damn sheets? Okay. Now, who have I got here? That's the old one. I don't need that. Lankaran. Okay, Lankaran. So a car. You're gonna have to. Someone's gonna have to pay out 30 credits just to get some background information. So I'll type it in for you.
I'll do that.
Okay.
I'll do
yep.
that.
So a car is a B starport, size 9 planet, 9 atmosphere, 3 water level, size 8 population, balkanized, law level 4. Ooh. Tech level G.
Tech level G.
Yeah.
They can fix me.
And it's classified as industrial, by the way.
That's tech level G. I thought it was FNF.
Apparently there's something there, and I'm having to make it up on the fly. Kadrimus, on the other hand, is an E, size 6, type 2, atmosphere, 3 water, size 7 population, type 6 government, law level 8, tech level 5, scout base and gas giant, and classified as non-ag.
Non-agricultural.
Now, tech level G, they'll not only cure your fungus DNA, but they'll help you transcend the bonds of time and space.
Yeah. Also, don't forget, you've come across planet systems that have already been captured by the enemy. Tech level G captured by the enemy. Is that a good place to go to?
Yeah. Huh.
As nice as it sounds. Yeah.
It might be advanced enough to catch it, but that is scary. But
they can turn solar flares on anything like a fire hose.
So you've always got to consider where you jump into. What's your chance that it's already been captured? Some have, some haven't.
Yeah, I'm interested in tech level G. We'll meet the bald chicks and the sliding walkways and all that crap.
yeah, it'll be fun.
Well, I think tech level G is meta transport, isn't it?
Whoa.
Who needs sliding walkways?
How did we get a tech level G? They're human? They're part of this?
No, I didn't say they're human.
Oh.
Is it one of those? Oh, what is it?
It could be the home of the Black Ops people themselves, man.
Could be. Well, according to
Those guys,
this,
we think they're human.
a G is. Oh no, well you've got some information. No, a car is a non-human world. It's got its own alien base race. That would, if they have developed. They have developed personal disintegrators, artificial intelligence, antimatter, and self-aware robots. They have the potential to have developed any of that. But they might not have. Just because they're that level, they might not have developed that. They might have developed other things. And, of course, matter transport and all sorts of other bits and pieces.
Hey, maybe they could beam me, and when they beam me, they could change my genetic code back to normal instantly. Then I can go to the bar.
Yeah, they may have a button for that.
Yeah! Beam me across the room, put my shit back to normal, and I'll meet you at the corner bar.
There's only
Hey,
one problem with that.
They might even beam out your primitive urge to drink. How about that?
No. Don't mess with good things now. Just beam me across the room and fix this.
Garen would like to,
I'm going to drink some Gatorade and have some coffee.
Right. Garen would like to point out one thing. For them to even begin to do that, and I'm only working on my understanding, she says, they would need to have some sort of baseline together to beam you to that situation.
Why do you have that? Ruin a good idea.
She says, just saying what's happening. She says, do you have that sort of data for them to do that, even if they could do that and would do that?
You know, I used to really like you a lot, but I'm really losing that like. Shake my head and
she says, well, I'm not the one who did whatever they did to change whatever happened to you, huh?
Yeah, okay. I think that medicine woman was a bad idea.
It might have been it could have been the fungus that did this to you. Just remember that.
Yeah, but Dale's okay, right? Dale's good to go, right? He doesn't have these changes. It wasn't the fungus.
He didn't get it nearly as bad as you. It wasn't. It was responding to treatment. With you,
well, Dale's still slugging down booze.
Oh. Dale didn't get the mother alien anti-treatment.
Garen treated both of you, but your infection wasn't responding. It was getting worse. So that's why we brought in the alien healer, because whatever you got was worse than what Dale had.
I go back to my stateroom and close the door and lay down.
Yeah, Jacob, okay. I remember Jacob went to phase 2 because Garen put that in her scrapbook, you know.
Yeah.
She was scrapbooking.
Kalu Kalay, a glorious day. Jacob can't drink anymore. Okay, so
sad face.
Jacob could still be a womanizer, though. He could go out and about.
Well, about that, no, I'm not going to say that. All the equipment still works. So, as the couple of days you're just watching there, and with typical Navy, oh God, what was I going to say? Efficiency. In this case, that's a good thing. You can start seeing bits and pieces, changes in the landscape around you. They've already got up several dishes, which would probably be an indicator that they've started to fabricate detectors on the planet. Yeah, things are moving. So at the moment, I need to check in to see if anybody rolls in that's not good. Okay, so you're in the about 4th or 5th day. Yeah, so Jacob's returned back to the ship. Garen is doing what she's been told to do. She's got the medication, and you're going to go back to them in a day or two before you have to leave. Well, when the commander says, okay, we've done everything we can, blah blah blah. Also, they offer you something. You'd need to take your ship to the naval yards, because they're willing to fit a longer range detector of Omega energy on board your ship as part of your sensor suite.
Nice.
So you need to get the ship up there. It will take 10 days to fit it. Are you happy to wait 10 days?
Absolutely.
Okay. Rightio. So I'm going to say that happened on day 3 or 4. So on day 6, they get an alert. Your ship the sensors have been sort of replaced. So, by the way, that set of sensors will be out to a light second, not half a light second, because it's military grade. All your other sensors are still half light second. So on day 6, I think I said it was, there's an alert. There's not a hell of a lot of other people around apart from Navy personnel, some scout personnel, and the odd ship transiting through. Yeah, the only accommodation on planet is the space station.
Really?
Yeah. You can't go anywhere else. The only other people that come in is the odd prospector who are out in the rings doing prospecting. So there was a bulletin for all prospectors to come back in, called back in. So they've been slowly arriving back on planet. There's still a few waiting, but they get a alert that one of their sensors has picked up a spike in Omega energy. Yep.
I'm wondering if the Emperor and the Parliament or whatever, if they're going to give us an Omega energy stimulant payment.
Well, I guess you'll find out.
We're all kind of stuck here with this Omega energy virus that's out there.
True. Very true.
It's supposed to be a joke, you guys.
It's okay. Yeah, it's getting serious. But anyway, you'll see several ships engage as reports that all ships are to be locked down where they are. So your ship's locked in the yards. You guys are in the starport,
aren't they?
Yep. They send several fighter ships off to see to this other ship that's coming with the higher Omega energy. There's an engagement, and that engagement turns out to be, I'm letting the whole dice do it today. What happens? Okay, the fighters are successful in defeating the invader. So it's now official, and people on the planet at least know what's happening. The thing you see is there's a lot of cooperation between the prospectors in the Navy and the scouts. They've been in the system long enough to actually work out how to work together. The biggest problem is all the merchants who are like running around like they're chooks with their heads cut off saying, what the hell, what do we do? All the ships have been grounded for the moment. Your ship is still up in the yards, as I said, being worked on. You're stuck here for about another 6 days before you can get your ship back. The naval base is a flurry of action. All citizens and civilians are to be, there's a curfew, you're to be in the starport. There's a curfew at 10 o'clock at night for everybody who's non-military, which includes everyone on board your ship, by the way. But basically you can still go out and drink and all that sort of wonderful stuff, those of you who can. Yeah, everything else is pretty much business as usual. There is a bit of tension in the air, lots of merchants complaining about, well, if I'm forced to be here, do I have to pay the extra money? And they're resolving all that. So there's several meetings about resolving who's got to pay for what and all that sort of stuff.
Jake, we saved them. We're the rescuers. We can't even celebrate it, but we saved them and we got them ready. Yep. We're the stars, man.
You are, but unfortunately, you have to be a bit quiet about things. You get yep. So you are being put up in the starport by the Navy, so you don't have to pay for anything.
Nice.
VIP, great.
Yep. So you get a attaché coming over to you one day to say that he's got a squad that will take you to the Navy base. They need to just ask some more questions and just talk to you in a secure manner. So he's asking everybody on the ship who was on the ship to actually come.
So we go.
Yep. This time they're taking you through a whole lot of extra precautions. There's scans of all sorts of things. Yeah. So if you've got any weapons, they're going to be taking them off. They will return them to you, but they will be taken off you.
What's the law level? I think Jacob would probably.
Well,
the law level's low.
it's now under martial law. Almost. We're getting close to martial law, because they just have to, because that's the only way they're gonna, So the military basically, who basically run very quietly, are now becoming a bit more obvious. So anyway, you are all taken in. Talk with the commander again. He says he knows he's already talked to you once, but he wants to go over everything you've talked about to see if you can think of anything new. As you can see, they've been put into place several things, and yes, it saved them. He just wants to know.
Tell him about the Omega Energy and show him a picture, and about. I think we did. You told him about how there's some kind of genetically engineered creature that attaches.
Yeah, I may not have gone into the space goblins too much, but I showed them the picture, and I also passed them specs for what I did to run an electrical current through the hull, which seems to have cleared them off the last time we had one of these things.
Okay, he says, I wish you'd told me that before, and he's typing in stuff. It's going to the yard, and ships are going to be retrofitted with this sort of stuff.
It's something that slipped my mind last time.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Rightio. And
we've been through a lot lately.
Yep.
I almost got married. But that's another story.
Right, he says. Okay.
Yeah.
Little lizard babies.
Well, you know what they say. Here today, iguana tomorrow.
Awesome. That's gonna be the catchphrase of this session.
Today, iguana tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome. Okay. So after people sort of stop chuckling about that, what Stav said, the commander would like to talk to the others. Of course, are free to go if they want to, or they can wait for you to come back. But I need to talk to Victor and you, and there's no one else in Navy, is there?
I'm a scout. I'm not the Navy.
I know, but they need you as a scout.
Wait a minute. Sam was the Navy, wasn't she?
Is she? Because I'd want if she was.
Navy.
Okay.
2 terms.
Cool.
No
Okay.
rank, though.
That doesn't matter. She was in the Navy. Okay, rightio. So they take you to another briefing room. It's a bit dark. It's got a whole of monitors up, and he pulls up the whole entire system. And he shows you what they've done, and they've started to create a defense sort of network around where they've also managed to start installing these new sensors and tweaking their sensors and all that sort of stuff, and they'll now build in the next part of the defense of electrifying the outside, if that's what you feel is needed.
Seems to work.
Yep. So they then give you a whole lot of pictures. So apparently it was a is the Mavara class a 3 jump? I think it is, isn't it?
Our ship's a jump 3.
Yeah, so I think it's a Mavara class ship that came in that was registering high, and then they can show you what happened. That basically there was sonic attacks. They managed to take out 2 of the fighters. Of course, the others had to fire on their own friendlies to actually destroy them before they could destroy any more. And then they basically shot the other ship full of holes. But basically, they want you guys to go over tactically, strategically, everything you remember from the fights of when you saw stuff. So you'd like talk to them about how they took over people, how they wouldn't recognize, all that sort of stuff, right through to line, the attack on line, and what they did for pummeling away at line all the time that you were there, all that sort of stuff.
That was at Tranny 4 is where we did the asteroid battle, right?
That was where, sorry?
The Tranny 4 was where we had the asteroid battle the last session, wasn't it?
No, line.
Before the new...
Line.
Huh?
Line was the place, because that was your end.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah. So, and they want to know if you've travelled more than they have, obviously, and it's going to be dangerous to send ships out to find out more information. So they're going to be pulling your brains on anything that might help them understand. Obviously, this place is strategically important, but anything that they can see any sort of patterns or anything on.
Yeah.
So going over everything. So when the first time you encountered it was at.
Oh, that's a ways back.
Yeah, Levantha 9. Levantha 9. No, Levantha. Way up over here. Sorry.
Huh?
Yeah. I think we encountered something in Azor.
Okay, so but Levantha was the first place.
Azor, the watery world.
Levantha was the water world, yeah, the very first planet you went to, and that's where you found out this first whole thing about Omega energy.
Oh well, then Baku is gone then. Probably won't be there when we circle back.
Possibly not. So you go through everything, and it's so there was some sort of Omega energy on Levantha 10. There was some sort of thing happening on Boris, on Zangalan.
It's like it's been following us.
Yeah. And then as you've come up the other side, some places you've jumped over, some places you've moved through. There was some sort of activity on Nefesta. Yeah. So some of these places don't have much strategic value.
Is there some reason why it might have been following us specifically? That's weird.
No. Well, you arrived at Nefesta. It didn't follow you. It was already at Nefesta, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So what's the common element?
It attaches to ships and jumps.
Yeah,
but
you didn't come across anything in Destry.
Oh, the reptiles. They're non-psionic.
Well, possibly, but are we looking at racial? Are we looking at environmental? What are we looking at here? Do you know what he says? What do we need to look at? You discovered in the deep oceans of Levantha 10 or 9, whatever it is.
Oh, that was when what's his face?
Yeah, and you discovered the Omega energy as a significant level.
And somehow we diffused that energy there.
Well, that wasn't a danger. It was just You moved it out of the layer where the whatever creatures were generating it were in. You moved the installations. Yeah. So, is there any common element? So he's just trying to find something that might help him plan better. Like, do they have a weakness? Is a certain environment or race stronger?
Together, my memory's foggy. You guys got anything? My memory is foggy.
Yeah,
We're telling them everything we know and everything that we remember about where we were, and the sky shields frying out, burning through our holes, and the space goblins. But you're right though. That one reptile world, we didn't have any issues. There's worlds where we had no issues, and there was worlds where we didn't. It seemed like desert worlds were better.
Desert worlds were better. So worlds that had less water content.
So somehow I'm thinking that water can hold the kinetic, the omega energy, or it can hide in water worlds better than not. Because if we were at desert worlds, there was no omega energy grip, or they didn't come to it.
Right.
Somehow they needed to absorb or be connected to water, like a life symbol
Okay.
or something.
Yep. Okay.
Because
Well.
you're right, the first world was under an ocean; it was a water world. But the desert worlds weren't an issue.
And Nefesta is a water world, he says.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think that's probably got something to do with it. And
Okay.
this planet's 40%, but you still have water.
Yep.
But yeah,
Okay.
interesting.
Okay. So, well, after you guys have about a 6 or 7 hour session, he thanks you. You've given him some stuff to think about. We have sent some ships to some other areas. We're waiting to hear back from to see whether or not we've got problems elsewhere.
You guys have a way of getting your network to connect so that you guys can, well, over the jump distances, you and our previous lieutenant.
That's the problem. We've got a lot of distance to travel in, and we don't know who's going to be an ally and who's going to be an enemy. But for now, let's say that desert worlds are neutral at least.
I would say that's been our one factor conclusion based on our travels. Now that I'm sitting here thinking about it,
and water worlds hold great danger. Or worlds with significant water. Okay. Rightio. So he says then we should have known that before I sent someone off to Kogkahi.
Oh yeah.
That's 90% water.
Yeah, that might be an issue. If they made it there already.
Yep.
But for some reason, I don't know why the Omega energy appeals to water worlds, but it does.
It's something. Okay, so he thanks you, sends you back with the guard and all that sort of stuff. We'll call on you if we need to. We'll try to affect your updates as quick as possible, but obviously we're working on several different faces at once. And he holds Victor back and he says, do you think if they can take over people's minds, would squads of battle-suited people be useful or harmful to us? Do you think?
I think that depends on if you have those tabs or not. As long as they don't take over your minds, battle suits would be good.
Yeah.
But I'm not with you. Never mind.
Yeah. No, it's okay.
Yeah. If they've got psionic shielding, then they might be all right. The micro dot we've got seems to be effective.
Yep. And of course that's something else that they are trying to manufacture as quickly as possible and hand out to all of their staff. So he just says, just think about it and think if there's any way we can actually improve battlesuits or ensure battlesuits, like even if we have to do some sort of kill switch on them or something, I don't know, he says. He says, I'm sitting down on, I've got several squads worth of battlesuits sitting here, and I'm just wondering if we should use them or not, or whether they'd be more disastrous or not.
Yeah. I don't know. With good psionic shielding, I think they'd be handy, but I'd want built-in psi shielding. Or Omega energy cancellation devices, maybe. I don't know.
Sadly, the thing is we're gonna be killing our own people to take over people, but I'm not there.
Yeah, I'm wondering if we got someone that was taken over and got next to one of my briefcase devices and flipped it on, if it would clear them up. But we'd have to capture one to find out.
Okay, well, should another ship try to enter our space and we manage to capture somebody, we'll try that out.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah, when we
You
were
told them about the AWOL guys originally. One,
yeah,
right?
when we were at Lane, there was a ship that we believe was generating the Omega energy fields, controlling all of the other ships in the sector.
Okay, can you describe
Yeah,
the
yeah.
ship? Blah 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 blah. You want? Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you
The thing was, it went invisible while we were trying to deal with it.
it
I rigged
cloaked
up a
itself.
torpedo to strike the area anyway,
Yeah.
and for later. I don't remember if we've managed to test that out or not.
Okay.
But
He wants the diagrammatics of that change.
yeah,
We could easily do it, but if you've already got it, we'll apply
yeah.
it and test
Oh
it
yeah,
out.
I will pass him what I did on our torpedoes.
Yep.
We did a
Okay.
couple of torpedoes up,
Rightio.
and yeah, and I give him the all the data we've got on the black ship that was
Yep, the dark ship.
running things.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
Lean. Yeah.
Okay, rightio. So you guys are sort of now just hanging on, waiting. So as I said, you're down to about 6 days, 6 days for your ship to get back to you. A day or two before it gets back, there's another incursion. Just give me a second. 3 ships come in.
And they're infected.
Well, they're detected with having Omega energy, high levels of Omega energy. And immediately they scramble the fighter squadrons out to meet them at a distance. Same thing happens as last time. The problem is the first squadron is entirely broken up and destroyed amongst each other. The second squadron manages to defeat the ship. The last squadron manages to be completely taken over and is now heading towards the planet.
Ah, crap.
So they're scrambling everybody. You're sort of stuck on seeing all this sort of happen and sort of unfold in front of you. He
Can we
sends
get
out.
to our ship and escape, maybe?
No, you're still a
Ooh.
couple of days away,
Okay.
and you wouldn't be able to get into the shipyards. It'd be super high sort of security right now. Okay, the second wave of whoa. Okay, so in all of this, the end result, and you've got around about 30 minutes, is one squadron has completely become compromised. They've destroyed 2 of the ships. They don't know where the other ship is because it's gone dark. And there's a squadron out there that's heading towards the planet, but not responding. So they're getting ready their planetary defense systems. They're going to have to blow their own friendlies out of the sky as much as possible.
That kind of sucks.
So yep.
Yeah.
So every ship is grounded apart from those ones coming in because anything that's out there is just going to be shot at. And that's all going to be mechanical, all electrically dealt with, so there's no mind influence sort of stuff going on. So from that, okay, a ship gets through and it's coming down, and we are now entering in surface to air missiles on the ship, this little fighter that's come down aiming directly for the naval headquarters.
It's a kamikaze.
Yeah, and it manages to impact the naval headquarters. So you guys will feel everything. Boom. Good news is not many people died, but the naval base is in disarray. But they have moved locations over to the scout depot and taken up residence there in cooperation with the scouts that are there. The basically now all once they can clear the skies of this other ship, they're going to give all of the merchants their ships back and just tell them to fuel them up, life support them up, and tell them to get out of the space. Do not return, because you will be shot at if you do return. Except for you guys. You guys are given a code. Should you return, you play this code. This doesn't get given to anyone else. They won't shoot you down. They'll let you in.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah. Well, they need you. They can trust you, so they, So basically, they're hunting for the dark ship. And this may take a while. First day, second day, third day, and the dark ship will try something on the third day. Oh god. Okay, on the third day the dark ship actually takes out most of the planetary defense system with its ability. Fourth day, fifth day, sixth day. Okay, it comes in, and this is some really bad news, guys. Odds, it's the starport. Evens, it's the scout depot. So they haven't been able to release anyone because they can't get rid of the dark ship. But it is coming in for an attack, so that's when they're going to release everybody off the planet. So
we're just kind of stuck watching all this happen.
No, you've got your ship back. You can either take off and get out of here, like most of the others are going to do, or stay and fight with the dark ship. Because
we got a mission. We have a mission to get to Jawbreaker. We're gonna have to bail. We're punching it out of there and jumping.
Yeah.
We gotta bail.
Can we fire off one of my modified torpedoes on the way?
You can, but you're going to be engaging with the dark ship. That's any problem.
Yeah.
Can we get the jump point without engaging with the dark ship, or we don't know?
You can try.
I say just go. They have the defenses they need. They can keep fighting this. We got to follow through with Keller. There's an important reason to get to Jawbreaker.
Okay.
Or whatever his name. Yeah.
All right.
So we're going to try to get the hell out of there.
Okay. Give me a piloting roll, please, Jacob. Oh, hang on. Before you do. So, odd. It's the starport that they're coming for, which means there's a chance you might be involved in a firing.
Yeah.
Even it's the scout depot, spaceport. So it's coming for you. They give the just go signal, and they'll be trying to fire it down.
Here we go. Fancy maneuvers, 4G maneuver, spin, flipper, go,
Shit.
Boom, and Jacob drops the ball for once.
Okay.
Oh.
Okay, so you are in the air, but
Yeah.
you haven't cleared the site.
No.
So it's going to take a shot at you.
Yeah.
2 shots, actually.
Of course.
So it's intruding.
High rolls, all those fuel high rolls, and here we drop the ball.
Ah, wow. Isn't it fun, though?
I think it's wonderful. I see that smile through the internet without even looking.
I love your enthusiasm. But it's building tension, isn't it?
Yeah.
I for one welcome our overmind overlords.
Overmind overlords.
Oh, there you go, Starve.
Yeah.
Okay, rightio, finally got the right sheet. So, intruder movement, they come in. Intruder laser fire, and that's what they're shooting at you with, as they're about to also take on the starport. So they're having to go at you first. Ooh, they hit.
Of course they hit. Yeah.
And they hit.
The jump drive. Come on, what the hell? Something, or the power plant.
Fuel.
What is that? Fuel?
Yep.
Nice.
Something you can get by without. Is it 10% or 20%?
I thought it was 10 tons.
10 tons? Okay.
Looking.
Okay. Well, that's something that you can redo. That's not a problem. Okay, you guys get to return laser fire. There's 2 of them.
Return laser fire.
Yep.
I would say
One for
fire
Dale.
away. That would be Garen and
Yep, Dale. Where you go, guys? You're sitting there ready to go.
Oh yeah.
You depressurized
Okay,
your everything. So 2d6 plus 1 or whatever they are.
That's right. 2d6 plus 1 from Garen the gunner. And whoops.
Okay.
Juggling around here.
Cool. Victor, Mante, you want to shoot for Dale? That's a
Yeah.
hit,
Oh,
Garen.
sure.
Boosh. And Dale.
Alright. And Dale has gunnery 1.
Cool.
Alright.
Pew, pew, pew. And misses. Okay, Garen, 2d6. Get a 12. Or a 2. Either one is great.
Page 33 of book 2 of 1981 version. Fuel hit punctures the fuel tank and releases about 10 tons of
Yep.
fuel.
Okay, well, you've hit the hull. They can't go into space. But they... Ooh. Okay, I just need to roll to see how careless they are. Probably won't be that careless. Oh, okay. We'll see what happens. Okay, intruder ordnance launch. They'll be launching missiles at you.
I thought we could evade them. They were going to attack the base.
Yep, but you're the last one off, so they've chosen you as a
No,
target.
isn't there ground turrets attacking them too?
They will shortly. Intruder computer pre-programming native movement. So give me a roll versus their roll, and we'll say whether you've got disadvantage or not. 2d6.
A pilot roll?
Yep. Yeah. And beat. They got a 7, so that's good. That's good. So they'll get a -1 on all their hits for this round. You guys get to return fire with your lasers again.
Go to it, gunners.
Alright.
Okay.
Oh.
Nothing for Dale.
Dale motherfucking editor just shot the birds in the sky. He went right past them.
Yeah. And Garen hits again. Come on, Garen. Nice, good number. 2 or a 12 for location. 11,
Whoa.
getting there, but that takes out one of their turrets. So, okay. 1, it's the missiles. 2, it's the laser. Looks like they've only got missiles, unfortunately, to hit you. Okay. They can't return fire with their laser because it's just been taken out. And you guys get to launch your native ordnance, which you won't get to say whether it hits or not at the moment. No computer changing, and we go into the next turn. So piloting roll again, please, Jacob.
Aren't we evading by now?
You are.
Oh,
You're trying to do all that.
good.
You're trying to do all that. Yep.
Yeah.
Equal, no problem. No bonuses to hit. Okay. They move. That's okay. They can't do a laser fire. You get to return laser fire. Where you go, guys?
Go, go, go.
Alright.
Dale.
Dale hits.
Nice. And Garen? No. Okay, Garen. Dale. Location 2d6.
12,
Something juicy.
12,
7.
12.
Hull. Well, they definitely can't go into space. And now their ordnance they launched last time hits you guys. Possibly.
Possibly. Don't we get a computer roll or a sensor roll or a jamming roll? What do we see?
Only if you have that program running.
I don't. We didn't get. We have anti-missile.
Cool. Okay. So anti-missile, you need to. Where are
Garen
we?
and they can make an attempt to take out the missile with anti-missile.
Yep. So they both can fire again. But isn't there a roll?
I think there is a roll.
Like a specific number?
How does anti-missile
Our
work?
gunner with a penalty, isn't it? Something like that.
Yeah. Sorry. Laser fire movement. God almighty.
Anti-missile allows any or all laser weapon to fire at enemy missiles which have contacted the ship during the preceding movement phase. The target and multi-target programs are not required. Other programs do not affect the functioning of the program with DMs, etc.
Cool.
What is anti-missile allows? I think it's a gunner allows laser anti-missile fire. It's a gunner roll.
Yep. Okay, you got 2 gunner rolls there to take out the missile.
Yeah.
Or missiles, but as long as one of them hits, you're
How did I
okay.
use the name? I left it.
Okay, gunners, where you go? Trying to take out that missile coming to your ways before it splits off into up to 6.
That's our regular gunner rule.
Missed.
Whoa, okay. And Garen's missed, so I get a chance to hit.
Were they both missed?
They both
Yeah,
missed.
both exactly the same.
2d6
I don't
plus
get hit by a
1.
missile. Isn't that great? It might not be going anymore
And
today.
you have your auto evade.
Shit, we do have auto evade on.
I think it's only a level 2 thing though, isn't it?
Auto evade is a -2 to the hit.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay, here we go. And they miss with the missile. Okay.
Oh,
So even though they missed the lasers, our auto evade protect us from still being hit, so the missile passed us somehow.
Yep.
Or got distracted.
Yep. So they've also launched another missile, which I can't do anything about till the next round. You guys now do laser fire to them, and then we see if your missile hits them. So laser fire, zip zip. They don't have a laser.
alright.
That's a hit.
Ah,
That's a miss.
both of you could hit would be great.
Yeah.
Dice are nice, man.
Hold. Okay, they're Swiss cheesing up quite nicely. Okay, and now one of you roll. Who's going to roll for the missile to hit? Actually, I think
That's
the missile is Dale. Dale's got the missile anyway, and Garen's got the sandcasters.
Oh,
Oh,
Yep.
Dale, go.
alright.
on, Dale.
Gonna re-roll then.
Yep.
I
Holy fudge cake. Okay. Dumph.
think we used up all our good rolls for the session
Yep.
earlier.
And you launch another missile, set off, come around to the turning. Let's see if either one of you can get an advantage. Jacob. Beat a 10.
10. No, of
I did beat 11. Okay, we get a +1 to hit you. Okay, boom.
Hey, what about the ground turrets now? All this combat, 6 sessions.
Well, they're trying not to hit you either, because you gotta, this is a bit of a dogfight. Unless you want to try to evade, which you can, evade.
We were evading and trying to run for jump points.
Okay. Okay, so you
Yeah.
want to try to break off from the fight. Okay, no, that's all cool.
Well, we were fighting. We were also trying to evade because we want to get out.
Yep, no, that's all cool. Let's just say you haven't rolled high enough above them to actually evade.
Not that soon.
They don't get to laser fire you. You get to laser fire them.
Go, guys, hit them.
Okay.
Take him out of the sky because you've got a missile coming at you.
And look at this. Dale can't hit nothing. today.
Oh, nasty.
2 minutes.
Double ones
Okay.
again.
Okay, do you want to roll the lasers again to see if you can knock out that missile coming your way?
Well,
Both of us.
probably
Both of you?
Oh, hey!
Yeah, okay, missile gone. No worry there.
That's a
Much
point
better.
1.
Okay,
Okay.
boom. Your guys moving, you're trying to evade out of there. You guys get to return laser fire and also see if your missile hits them. So, laser fire for both of you.
And
No.
Dale fired the rest, right? So.
Garen?
Oh,
Yes. Down. location, please, Garen. Ooh, maneuver. Boomf. Okay, you just take the maneuver down one. Hit them again. Well, they'd be in serious trouble, wouldn't they? They wouldn't have any maneuver drive in atmosphere.
They're falling to the ground, man.
Well, they would if they unfortunately they're 2G, but if they hit again, they're in big trouble. Okay, maneuver drive, and then Dale, you've got another missile coming their way. They can't take it out because they don't have a laser to fire at it.
But they could evade, right? Or ECL it, or no?
They just get a bonus to hit you. That's all at the moment. That is the
They're
way.
gonna get hit. Roll 1D, and how many hits?
No, 2d6 to hit him. 2d6 to hit him first, and then
roll first.
Yep.
And it's a hit.
That's a hit. Okay, 1d6. How many?
1d6.
How many? How many? How many?
High.
Two's better than one. Two's better than one. Okay, first location. Make it a 3.
Okay.
And they're falling. Okay, fuel. Okay, and a 7. Hold. They are Swiss cheese. Okay, rightio. We're going back to see if you can evade, move past out of them, which you should be able to do because they're falling behind now. They've only got 1G.
8 pilot roll.
Yep, and there's a 3-point difference. And boom, 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 that takes them down to a 1. So yes, you're moving way away. Open concept ship. Okay, open concept ship.
Yeah.
You're evading. You're making the distance basically because you're still in the atmosphere. You can still fire at each other, but they can't do anything except fire a missile at you. You get to fire lasers at them. But you've taken them away from the starbase. So lasers first, guys.
Lasers.
Alright. Oh, 11.
Nice and nice. Finally, here we go.
There we are. Getting there. Location 5.
Fuel.
I have the
And
whole.
hull. Okay, radio. More open concept plan.
I think
And
they're split in half at some point, or they still have a spine.
That's the thing about Classic Traveler. You could just keep doing whole hits forever and not
Yep.
do anything.
Yep.
And it just,
now we get to your actual fire. Laser fire again, and then a missile by Dale. Because they fired off a missile. This will be their last attack probably, because after you do stuff, I'm going to be doing the ground stuff. So, where you go, Dale. Lasers first. 2 laser shots, 1 each.
This is against incoming missiles?
No, this is just normal.
Normal lasers, okay.
Yep. Hit. And Dale.
Oh, I just rolled. It was a 4.
Okay, right. Garen, location.
Oh.
At 12.
Critical! Finally! Critical! Okay,
That's a
Day. Garen.
A 6. Roll a 6. Roll a 6. Roll a 6.
1d6.
Okay, so-
1d6.
Critical
1d6.
location. Or
Yep.
Or power plants
Critical.
are dropped. Oh my god, dude.
Boom. Okay,
Yeah.
Garen, as much
They're
as she's
fireworks
pained you with the
now.
medical, she needs some special recognition there. Okay, so yeah, it's tinfoil.
Fireworks.
It's a parade. There's tinfoil raining down on everything. And you get a message saying thanks for the save from the Starport people as you guys shoot off out of the atmosphere.
Roger that. We're out.
Yeah. You get a incoming message from the commander saying all thanks and all best flight. We'll be in touch. Don't forget the.
We'll be in touch. Good
Yep.
fighting. Stay safe.
Yep. Okay.
Booyah. Yeah, Garen's
You
excited. He needs to smoke.
you can see. There's several ships heading off in different directions. They boom, 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 and they all reach their points, and you can see them jumping and that sort of stuff. You guys reach your point, and you are going to whom? Akar or Kadrimas?
Which one's desert? Is there one of those deserts?
Akar has 90. Oh, hang on, no, that was the other one. Akar has 90% water. Kadrimas has. Sorry, no. Akar has 30% water, as does Kadrimas. They're both the same. It's just that Akar has high tech. But going on your recent discovery, the odds are slightly in your favour that they're probably not going to be there apart from the strategic value of the high tech.
Yeah, let's go to that car. I want to see that place.
Everyone suddenly knows why.
I'm losing your volume, guys. What's happening?
I did too, Steve. Just Steve. Are you still there?
Yep. Hello?
Okay.
Speaking? Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm here.
Sweet.
Okay, you're better now.
Okay.
Let's go to a car then. We're going to a car.
Okay. Boom. Two rolls.
Jump 2 doors.
Yep.
2 rolls.
Oh, hang on. Yes, don't forget, you've only got enough for a week once you get there in fuel because you dropped some fuel. I'm just going to say it's coming out of your power thing to allow you to jump, but you've only got half of your power plant fuel because you dropped 10 ton.
Yeah, but we're only making a jump 2 though.
Oh, sorry, jump 2. Oh, you're fine then.
Yeah, so we get plenty.
Yep.
If it was jump 3, we'd use
Yeah.
90 tons.
Yep, sweet
And
as.
then you got 30 tons for 4 weeks after that
Yep.
at 10 p.m. Anyway, so yeah, let's make the rolls. Let's go.
Okay, Victor.
Alrighty, it's a 2d6 to not blow up. Then
Excellent.
Low roll.
it's
Good.
fine.
Excellent.
Jump roll.
Yep.
We're good.
Fine. And you're in jump. It is just past 5, so is everyone okay to stop now, or do you want to continue for a bit, or is this a good point to just stop?
I'm good with stopping now. I'm
Cool.
tired.
Yeah.
Okay, hang on a second. I'll just turn off the recorder.